So, why should you get up at 5 a.m.? Well, they do say the early bird catches the worm, right? Well, I think that's also true because I've been getting up at 5 a.m. recently and I don't think I'll ever go back. For the last month now, I've been doing sunrise photos and I've been very happy. It's really helped me improve my photography. It's given me a whole new look at photography. So before it was all just sunset, nighttime photography. Now I've got another time of the day where I can shoot. I can now shoot during sunrise. And it's really a unique experience. So today I'm going to tell you about some tips for shooting at sunrise, and I will also tell you what you need to do to get started. All the important things you need to consider that most people don't. So benefit number one is during sunrise, the lighting is in a different position than it is at sunset. This gives you a unique look at the sun, and the buildings will look different. The angles that you shoot from will be different. It's a different experience. Another benefit of shooting at this early in the morning is everything is a lot more quiet. So if you're getting a bus, there's very little problems with space. Also, there's no traffic at this time, which is great. And also there's no people around to hassle you. So you have a lot of quietness. If you're a shy person, you can take as many photos as you want and there'll be no one hassling you. So during this time, because there's less people, I feel a lot more creative. There's no one to disturb me, no distractions. I don't have to worry about shooting someone by accident. It just makes me so relaxed. So another great thing about this is that you can have all your photos shot before you even go to work. You don't even have to try to get the motivation to go out after dinner time, whenever you're finished the day's work. You will feel fresh when you're taking your photos and you will not have to worry about it later in that evening. Whenever you do get to work, you feel like you've done so much beforehand. It makes your day feel a lot better and you feel a lot more fulfilled having this thing done for the day. Also, it sounds kind of corny, but this is true. When you actually see the sun rise, it makes you feel amazing in the morning. It makes you feel like it's been worthwhile, seeing that lovely golden sunrise come up that you've been waiting for. So I do feel like humans have evolved to actually see sunrise. I know most of us don't get up that early, but when I see that sun, it changes my whole day. I just feel amazing. I'm ready to get started. Even if I felt tired beforehand, this makes me feel all okay again. Another important benefit is it actually makes your day so much longer. So when you've gotten up, maybe you've had breakfast, you had your coffee, you've taken your photos, you've edited them, and this is all done before you go to work, which is amazing. This sounds very strange, maybe it's just my experience here in Korea, but the colors are much more vibrant during sunrise. The oranges I've seen during sunrise, I cannot compare to any sunset. Maybe it's less pollution or I got extremely lucky, but I don't think so. I think it's just better for photos. More color, more punch, more vibrance. So also, it's not easy to get out of the house quickly if your mind is all hazy and jumbled up in the morning. So I think it's important that you pack your bag before you try to do a sunrise photos. So usually when I pack my bag, I have it done the night before. So I usually pack my camera, my 50mm and my telephoto zoom in my backpack. So I'm ready to go in the morning. I usually put in a few other things like a cheap FimiPam where I can do like time lapses. So during this time, it's actually a great time to shoot time lapses, long exposures. When you're shooting the time lapses, you can see the sun start from pitch black, going all the way up to the high sky. And it can be really, really beautiful and give you some really good material for posting and put on your feeds. Another thing I'd probably recommend you to bring as well is an ND filter, because whenever you're shooting and the shadows will be very, very blue if you don't have an ND filter. So just stick that on your camera and the colors will look so much better. You won't have to worry about correcting the shadows so much, which may even be impossible in post. So for me, I always love a good coffee. So I have it in my thermos flask. I can just stick it in my backpack whenever I'm on my bus, going to the photos. I normally just have a little sip and I'm ready to go by the time I get there. I know for myself, it's pretty early in the morning and my energy can be a little low, so having a little coffee can give you that energy and motivation that you're really wanting. Okay, another thing as well, any minute you can save getting out of the house is a good thing. One thing you need to consider is actually organizing your clothes. So you should have your clothes all ready, so you just hop out of bed, clothes on, maybe less than a minute, and then you can be out of the house with your clothes on and your backpack full of camera equipment. Yeah, so also one important thing, as I don't have a car, I have to plan my transportation. So I have to look at bus schedules the day before just to make sure I can get there on time for sunrise. You need to make sure you give yourself at least half an hour before sunrise to get to your location. It gives you time for delays and it makes sure it's nice and dark and you're ready to start when sunrise is going to start. So normally when I look up sunrise times, I look on Google. So I usually look at the time and then I subtract 45 minutes and this is the time I want to get there for. Because if you want to get there before, you get some nice blue skies, you can see it start slowly turning orange and you'll get them extreme colors that you're looking for in a sunrise photos. So if you want to improve your photos and get some really unique shots to put on your feeds or whatever you're doing your photos for, definitely get up for sunrise. Although it's very important to consider that you need to be organized and you need to be ready to get out of the house super quickly, have your route plan and know when the sunrise is beginning so you can be there on time. So if you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe and watch the rest of my videos. Sounds good?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Why should you get up at 5 a.m.? Are you crazy? Maybe.